wins and 1 draw on the line tonight. A look at the standings shows a gap of 9 points between the first place Rapids and Vancouver, with Austin sandwiched in between. Remember, the top 7 clubs make the playoffs. At the moment, a gap of just 3 points between 6th and 10th in the West. For Vancouver, even with a lopsided scoreline against them last Sunday, Whitecaps FC2 have done great work thus far to hold the 3rd spot in the West. We say hello to you from BC Place. I'm AJ Ricketts, delighted to be alongside you for this one. Vancouver will play their next 3 matches here at BC Place, their first-team club's confines. For Colorado, it's the 2nd straight match at a first-team venue after earning 3 points in what was a great environment at City Park in St. Louis earlier this week. Vancouver has this MLS Next Pro game at 2, then the first team will host Seattle right after. It's a fun day of soccer in the city. Let's take a look at the starting 11 for Vancouver, led by headman and former U.S. international Ricardo Clark. Whitecaps, too, will come out in a 4-3-3 formation. Forward Levante Johnson just signed a first-team contract, so it'll be Gloria Amanda up front. Amanda's the only player, aside from Johnson to score for Vancouver since May 28th. The forward could use some help. 4 goals this year for Javi Bulla, his last one on May 22nd. Colorado Rapids, too, guided by head coach Eric Boucher, coming out in a 4-2-2. This roster leading a sun-splashed afternoon in Vancouver. Some fans have already filed their way in. A full day of soccer at BC Place on deck. Colorado Rapids, too, have been so good on the road this year. Really terrific wherever they've played. Remember, suffering their first outright defeat of the season on June 25th. It took until nearly the end of June for our club to take 3 points against Colorado Rapids, too, who entered today 11-1-3 on the year, 38 points in the table. Vancouver 8-6-3, 29 points. Rapids, too, have scored 37 goals this year. Again, that's most in the league. They were limited to just 1 last week at St. Louis. It was late in the game as well. A wonderful moment of brilliance from Remy Cabral on the distribution from Yosuke Hanya. We'll see if Colorado can get back to their high-scoring ways, or if Vancouver has other ideas. A quick deflection off the start. It'll be a throw-in here for Colorado, as Blake Malone will pick it up and lay it off. See the adjustments made here today. It does not get any easier with Colorado here in town. So that's played across. Young winger, high upside. He's been in the Vancouver. Isaac Boehmer in net tonight for Vancouver with his first touch. On the other end for Colorado, it's Adam Beaudry, the 17-year-old from Missouri. Max Anchor in net last week for Vancouver, having to deal with that difficult day. Onslaught of goals from Kansas City. All right, playing it 4. Nobody home on the other end is Beaudry. Gives it right to Michael Edwards. Left center back for Vancouver. Across the back four for Vancouver, it's Campagna, Finn Linder, Gershamenkov, and Elaj Ba. For that 7-1 defeat, Vancouver had won 2 of its previous 3. There's perhaps something developing here in the middle. Surrounded by 4 jerseys, Gershamenkov plays it back. To the near side, Gloria Amanda cuts in towards the box, trying to play it softly towards a potential runner. Nobody there. It's Gloria Amanda, the 24-year-old out of Oregon State. looking to get involved. 3 goals this year. Finding some space in the middle here. Looking it around. Now the ball played center. Vargas was trying to turn back to it. Just a step behind him. Rapids, too, will keep possession here in midfield. Connor Miller will play it back. LA Galaxy 2 at home. And that first loss of the year coming at home against Tacoma, 2-1. The 3 draws this year coming against San Jose, North Texas, and St. Louis. City 2 gave them a couple of good matches this year. In those 2 games, just 1 goal conceded. First game was a 0-0 draw. Trying to play it center here. Headed out of the area, but it'll be a corner kick for Colorado. The first set piece for either side today. Rapids, too, have proven to be a dangerous team in these situations this season, whether corner kicks or set pieces. 5 goals on set pieces this year, 3 off corners. Driven ball towards the far post, and no problem there for Isaac Bomer. Talked about that last match for Vancouver and how things certainly did not go their way, as that's a critical touch. Looks like battle, scrum for possession here. Vancouver might have options if they're able to play it forward. Christian Greco-Taylor will go back towards midfield. Whitecaps FC2 are outshot 26-7 in that match against Sporting Kansas City, including a 13-1 disadvantage in shots on target. Just 0.62 expected goals in that game. It was a struggle all evening long. Sporting dominated possession in the box. Final third entries. 61-39 advantage in total possession as well. Vancouver was nearly shut out in that game. It took a goal in stoppage time in the second half from Levante Johnson to get on the board. You feel those kind of matches perhaps are inevitable over the course of what is a long grind of a 7-1 defeat become a pair of defeats. Colorado moving forward here, a good interchange in the middle. Overlapping run. Cross. Oliver Larraz was trying to find a teammate in the middle. Larraz, the 21-year-old from Denver, 14 starts in 15 matches this year. Second corner kick of the match. Low ball. Didn't have much distance on it. See if Vancouver can get out on the break. Coupland fell to the by Colorado. Anthony Markinick. Trying to make sure his teammates could get back in better position. Start. Joined the academy in 2020. Wonder has one. Against Sporting. Vancouver was still within striking distance before the Fellhaber squad was able to strike in the 43rd minute, and then in stoppage time, all of a sudden, it was 4-0 heading into the locker room. Much more deflating place to be than 2-0. Well, Colorado made things dramatic, waiting until the 82nd to score. Sent away for the moment. Hanya, second in the league in goals this year with 9. Sebastian Anderson. On the near side with Oliver Larraz. See the constant movement here from Colorado. Flag was up though. Hanya looking for an explanation. Hanya's seen a little bit of MLS time to his name this year. Was called up to the first team on May 12th for the team's match against Philadelphia. MLS Next Pro Player of the Month for April. And his MLS debut on May 17th. Shankov couldn't get that past his defender, and now Hanya cuts back in, goes towards the inline, looking for option, flicks it back. It's whipped in, and Bomer has no issues with that. Well done on that scenario from Vancouver's back four. Hanya's so creative in those situations. Colorado unable to generate anything threatening. Shamankov, good touch. Still on the run, then dispossessed. Took a deflection. Vancouver able to recover first. I was talking with Vancouver head man Ricardo Clark about that loss to Sporting Kansas City and how uncharacteristic it was, as Colorado once again advancing forward, but the whistle comes, an offside flag. He's talking about how to start the season. They were fairly good at defending the box, stopping a lot of chances because of their actions when it came to dueling. Talked about how they'd been fairly successful in that aspect of their defense, and how that was the aberration that he noticed the most in particular. They weren't able to stick to their principles in those moments against Sporting KC. sorts of options Colorado presents here today, whether it's Vargas, Hanya, Ross. Vancouver will have to be efficient and effective inside their own 18 today. It's also an aspect that Clark feels generates their own offense, but a giveaway here. Now play middle, it's Hanya! And Vancouver got back just in time. If Hanya was able to one-touch that and launch a shot, there may have been issues for Vancouver, but ultimately a necessary intervention in the final moments. It's a great pass to Hanya in the middle. Took that second goal scored this year. It's Firmino of Atalanta in the lead thus far. Just one goal ahead of a number of players, including Hanya. Trying to get the sense, Colorado controlling the pace, tempo of this match, been a good deal of possession in the attacking half. And Cerna was able to get to it along the sideline. And Rapids too will switch here. Sebastian Anderson. Vargas was calling for it in the middle. Instead it goes near side. Larraz. And hounded, plays back to Anderson. With one touch, and then Larraz gets it right back. Abibola read the pass towards the top of the 18 though. Vancouver wants to find opportunities in transition today. I'm going to throw in here. Amanda just grabbing his back for a moment. Rico Clark said before this game, it's a matter of maybe how we can take advantage of the transition moments. So Colorado have a lot of rotations. They have players who are comfortable moving all over the field. So he said, like we did a lot earlier in the year, how can we get back to those moments where we're effective when we do win the ball, being dangerous, effective, and punishing teams, especially when we win the ball in the attacking third. Hasn't been much of that today for Vancouver. They've certainly seen a situation or two winning in their back third and trying to advance quickly in transition. But Colorado have been good in those moments. Only 20 minutes in here, not too much to speak of. Yosuke Hanya, perhaps the best chance of this match after getting the ball in the box. And there's a nice takeaway here for Colorado. Numbers trying to play into any sort of space, but a good job of getting back by Gio Aguilar. Aguilar, a 24-year-old from California, spent the preseason with the first team in Spain. 2 goals, 3 assists this year for Aguilar. Has also seen a little bit of MLS time this year as well. He's impressed the coaching staff. He's played the central midfield very well this year. Did a good job defensively that time. You see the pressure that Colorado likes to incorporate, cause some issues. Armando wins that duel. Mateo Campagna. Back to Bomer. Nothing doing there for Vancouver. Coupland takes that away though. Players falling on the ground. It's Abibola with it all of a sudden. Shot is blocked. It'll be a throw in though for Vancouver. Abibola trying to quickly take advantage after Vancouver won possession in the attacking half. With 3 Colorado players, Coupland went down. Javi Bulla wound up with it. Took that deflection. Blake Malone doing a good job of standing in the path. Malone, the 22-year-old out of North Carolina. Low right, back towards midfield. Linder. Coupland. Shot from beyond the 18. Didn't have a lot of pace on it, even if it did get past that first line. Colorado will have a throw in here. Nope, it'll be Vancouver. Whitecaps FC2 looking for some more offensive options, especially after Levante Johnson signing with the first team. The former Syracuse man has quickly impressed those within the Vancouver organization. Signed to that first team contract for the end of 23 with options for 24 and 25. Coupland trying to battle for possession here. No whistle. Coupland ultimately wins it for Vancouver after some spillage near midfield. Johnson, a Brampton native. He's also top 3 for expected goals in the league as well. He's the 3rd Whitecaps FC2 player to sign with the first team. He joins Ali Ahmed, Simon Betcher. He's also MLS Next Pro's 50th player to sign a first team contract, all in just a year and a half since the inception of the league. It has quickly shown itself as a proving ground for those looking to make their mark at the first team level. You just put yourself in a situation where there's so much synergy between the first and second team. You're practicing on the same training pitch. Oftentimes you're playing your matches